Happy birthday to me! This week's my birthday, so I'm going to give myself a little gift. Well, actually, I'm giving myself two gifts. First, I made this new outfit, both in real life and in Minecraft. Second, I decided to gift myself a brand new Minecraft world. Hey y'all, I'm the Southern Ma'am, but all my friends call me Tasoma. I really enjoy the early game starting over fresh in a new Minecraft world, but I want this one to be a long-term experience. Now this episode will probably be pretty short as we're just getting started. However, I do want to share with you the seed that I've chosen, as well as the guidelines that are going to shape the gameplay in this world. Therefore, I'm getting ready to embark on an adventure in the land of Terremydia, and I hope that you will come along for the journey. I found the seed for this world by using the Cubiomes viewer by Cubitect. My first priority was a world where the biomes were easily accessible, and as you can see from this colorful map on Chunkbase, almost every biome is somewhere near spawn. Second, I wanted a structured dense world. The pink box denotes about 2,000 blocks from spawn in every direction. This seed has 3 woodland mansions and 3 strongholds within that radius, as well as 2 desert temples, 2 jungle temples, 2 ocean monuments, 7 igloos, 6 pillager outposts, and 23 villages. That's a lot of structures. Let's open this world for the very first time and, of course, punch a tree. And while we get started, I want to explain to you some of the guidelines that I'll be using to direct the gameplay of this world. In Terremydia, I will be playing short, sweet, and simple. Playing short means that I will be intentional about my time and the size of my projects. Short doesn't necessarily mean tiny. When building, I want to build on player scale so that even small builds will eventually add up to big progress. I may have limited playtime, but I will not be AFKing. I want to be present in this world whenever I do play. Playing sweet means that I will be kind both to myself and to others. I will make sure that I'm enjoying the game and playing in a way that makes me happy. Being kind to others means that I will be nice to the creatures in this world. For example, there won't be any burning iron golems, enslaved villagers, or even eating meat. Now, sweet does not mean weak. I can still be sweet and strong at the same time and protect myself from hostile creatures. To me, sweet also means honest, so there won't be any duping or lagging in inventory, just good old plain vanilla Minecraft. Finally, playing simple means that my builds and my explanations will be straightforward. Simple does not have to mean basic. However, I do want to make sure that everything I'm doing is clear and understandable. Playing short, sweet, and simple is going to be a unique way to approach this game. I will have to be very thoughtful about how to accomplish all my goals while still falling within these guidelines. Let's start with just 2 simple goals for our first episode. Let's focus on gathering the supplies to craft a bed so that we can set our respawn point, as well as creating a sustainable food source. Since playing sweet means no killing sheep, we'll have to mine iron first so that we can craft shears. And since we're eating vegetarian, we'll have to grow our food, which means we'll need some bone meal to help this process along. There's nothing like crafting that first set of wooden tools. I really want to go exploring and look around this new world. However, I think I'll spend the first day just chopping trees. I'm sticking to only chopping oak trees right now because there's a chance that they'll drop apples and we need all the food that we can get. Nice! Our first bit of food. I've been extra careful to not take damage. I'm not even sprinting to try to conserve my hearts and my hunger. but it's nice to have a snack on hand. By the time we broke our first wooden pickaxe, found a couple more apples, and gathered all those sticks and saplings, night was falling on our first day in this Minecraft world. Time to pull an all-nighter and do some caving. I've been walking around this little cave entrance all day. I don't think it's very deep. However, it's a good enough place to start as any, as I can see coal right away in the walls. So first, a little cobblestone for those stone tools, some coal for torches, and we'll head to the mines. I was right. This cave is really just a little tunnel that has 3 entrances to the outside world. I'm going to block them off with a little cobblestone so that nothing can sneak up on me during the night and I can mine with a little bit of safety. I've collected all of the coal that was visible in the walls. So on this rainy, dark night, I'm just going to stay warm and dry in the mines and start staircasing downward and see what we find. Wait, okay, we found copper right away. Copper is exactly what I was hoping to find, because the new copper update allows us to use copper for both tools and armor, which is going to help our progression in the game. Especially right now, without a sustainable food source, we need all the extra protection we can get. First, a copper pickaxe to replace the broken stone one, and then a full set of copper armor. It's still raining, but I'm getting a little stir crazy. I'm too nervous to go far, but I think I'll go harvest this sugar cane that I see just outside. There's another exposed cave right under me, but I can see a skeleton as well. I really don't think I should chance it. I want to, but I need to have more food before I start battling it out with the mobs. But I don't see any drowned right now, so I'm going to snag a little of this kelp while I have the chance. Kelp is a great source of XP as well as fuel, and it can even be eaten in a pinch. Since we can't sleep through the night, we'll just mine through the night again. We've tunneled down into a little cave. It looks like just a tiny little branch here, but we found our first iron. Since we now have copper for our armor and tools, we can use those first iron ingots to craft shears. Those rainy night mining sessions really helped build up our resources. I really want to go exploring right now, but we need to work on today's goals first. Surely we can find some sheep around here somewhere to shear for wool. Well, that didn't take long. Thank you kindly, little lamb. I bet you have a friend around here somewhere. There you are. Thank you kindly, little sheep. Ah, nothing like a good night's sleep. With a freshly crafted copper hoe in hand, let's go work on our second goal of creating a sustainable food source. I randomly collected a few seeds as we were chopping down trees earlier. However, we're going to need a lot more to get this wheat field going. Wheat is fairly slow growing, so it would be nice to have some bone meal to speed the process along. However, I am definitely not prepared to go mob hunting at this point in our journey. After punching grass for random seed drops for a while, I remembered that there's a better way to do this and get our bone meal at the exact same time. Using some of our iron, we can craft a bucket and bring some water to our wheat field, hydrating the soil and speeding up growth just a little bit. A water bucket is also a great way to collect seeds and leaf litter quickly at the same time. The water stream pops them off of the ground, and then you just have to run around and collect them. In just a few short minutes, I've collected an entire hotbar full of leaf litter. Now we can put it into a composter to turn it all into bone meal, which will grow our crops quickly. That leaf litter gave us half a stack of bone meal, which we can use to grow up our wheat field, harvest, and replant even bigger than before. Delicious, freshly crafted bread. Sword in hand and bread on my hotbar, I'm feeling a little bit braver, so I'm going to go check out this exposed cave. I lit up the cave, survived a few battles with hostile mobs, and yet didn't find a single piece of iron. It is because of the Lord's loving kindness that we are not consumed, because His mercies don't fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3:22 and 23. Well, we've accomplished our goals for this episode. Not only do we have a bed and a sustainable food source, we've even managed to gear up a bit and collect a lot of starter resources. Next time, we'll put that boat to use and go exploring and hopefully find a location for our permanent base. I hope this episode inspired you to either start a long-term world or get back into the one you've already created. Good Lord willing and the sun still shines, I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you kindly for watching and bless your heart.